And we're live here on ITBB LEGO Community News. Tonight we're going to be talking about eBay scams and what to watch out for. Also, we'll be looking at... Oh, damn it. I've got to remember what the other one was. Oh, that's what it is. Has LEGO ran out ideas for future sets? And we look back at Brick Events and Qlug for the last five years. This is ITBB LEGO Community News. Tonight we have Anchor, Cherie, or Aussie Brick Shit. Aussie Brick Chick.
Aussie Brick Chick.
Too long of a day. And let's get straight into it. First up, we're going to be talking about eBay scams. In the last few weeks, there's been a few little scammy eBay sales have come up after the release of the Millennium Falcon set. People trying to offer sets at inflated prices, but with no stock on hand. And sadly, people are buying it and getting scammed by these people, and a lot of them are locals here in Australia. So, and it's been a big joke, and I don't know what's going to happen. People are going to find out the hard way after paying out all this money that there's nothing there in the end, because the kits are not going to be released to retail stores until January, and they're only going to be little stores, not the big retailers, and they're going to be out of the pocket with it. So, yeah, no.
Well, even worse than that, you've got Lepin out there advertising a knockoff version of the set.
Yep.
When they probably haven't even put it together yet to reverse engineer the design.
Yeah, and that's the sad thing about it. It's not just this set. There is actually a few sets where people are being scammed by what they call I'm trying to think of not resellers, but people trying to get on people's impulse buying at the moment because everyone wants this product.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no. And it seems like eBay is not controlling this problem, what has hit the market in the past few years. And it's happened with sets down the track. It's always big stuff. It's always been happening with these bigger sets. And
eBay doesn't care. eBay won't even stop counterfeit Lego sets from going up on eBay, even though that's against their terms of service.
Yeah, it's getting out of control with all these fakes, all these false advertising or sales and everything. It's just getting ridiculous with it. And I surprisingly, I counted last night. I think it was about 8 sales have been done online, and that is very sad. And no way in hell that person's gonna get the product to sell to these people, and they're gonna be out of the pocket with thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
and all they had to do was wait for the proper.
That's all fine and well. You know, because you're part of the Lego community. You know that when it's coming out and what stores may be stocking it, but your average Joe, mum and dad, they're not going to know that. They're going to see, oh wow, it's already out on eBay. I'm going to buy that.
Yeah.
But the thing is that
a lot of the posts as well have been saying, this is a pre-order. We need X amount deposit up front.
See, with that, if people are stupid enough to do that, I hope that they're using PayPal so that they can use that payment back.
Some of the ones say bank deposit.
Okay. So buyer beware. Caveat emptor. Please do not be paying people money with a bank deposit for anything. That's just
stick with not eBay.
Stick with PayPal, then you've got the buyer protection. And if they turn out to be not legit, at least then you can claim your money back. But if you're stupid enough to do, to order something that farewell isn't out in the market yet, and you're just like, gimme, I want it now. Well, maybe you deserve to be, separated from your money, and if that's the case, you can send it to me.
I was saying that the same last night too. Yeah. Well, this topic actually came up in Qlug last night, and I couldn't help myself. I had to go over and look at these listings, and it's not just one listing; it's multiple listings, and a lot of them are Australian-based people, and you know they're trying to do the scam out there, and usually they're between 2 and 8 kids.
Yeah, so they're probably going to get away with it too. Yeah, at least one person.
Yeah, I feel sorry for the people who just they don't go through the right channels to buy kits. They don't understand that kits like these are usually controlled by Lego when their release come out, and even if the person can buy them, I think it's going to be a one per person deal, like most big sets have been in the past with Lego. So
it'll either be one or two.
Yeah.
But, on the topic of Qlug, did you see what happened with the Lego bollard? That was
that's just despicable what some people do.
Hang on, I think I've got pictures. So, hang on, back up. That's all right. So I don't know how good you'll see that, but after that terror attack where that young woman died, they put up these horrible concrete bollards that look like really depressing, and a lot of people have been adding art to them.
Yeah.
And this was done not long after they were installed, and that side had a Melbourne tram on it.
Oh.
Bastard took a whole entire Melbourne tram. This is another side of it.
Taking out some text.
It could have been taken out. Within like the first week, I think, if I remember rightly, some idiot tagged it. But this is like the worst amount of vandalism that I've seen done to it.
Yeah.
And it's a real pity because it's something that was made as a piece of art.
Yeah.
And people have trashed it. Obviously, the creators have gotten to the point where they're just like, "No, we're not going to continue fixing this up." So I suppose the question is if you create a public artwork, particularly in a city where public artworks are supported, like graffiti and stuff like that. There are lanes in Melbourne where there's graffiti all the time.
Yeah.
Beautiful artwork. It's not like kids tagging. It's mostly beautiful artwork.
I've seen them. Yeah.
High quality stuff. Is the onus on the artist to either keep their installation looking good, or to remove it if it's being damaged so badly? I'm trying to see if I can find any pictures of the.
That's the problem with Melbourne. Melbourne has a very heavy nightlife down there, so it's really hard to protect stuff when you have people all hours of the night. So that's half the problem.
Fair enough. You probably can't protect it, but perhaps, you know, here we go. Billsy was there on the weekend, and he managed to get a photo of his stick fig with the Melbourne tram. So that's what was being taken off that side that had a massive amount removed from it. They stole the whole tram.
Yeah.
So you can see the scale of the amount of brick that's been stolen by seeing how small his stick fig is on the Melbourne tram there.
Yeah. So
that whole section there has been removed.
Except one little grey bit down the bottom.
Yes, one little tiny grey bit. It's like, how horrible. And it looks like somebody stuck a sticker tag on it there too. But I mean, at least that's something that's removable.
Yeah.
But within like the first week or so, somebody had tagged it with paint. So I don't know how they removed that. They must have had something that would take it off without actually destroying it.
Yeah. Because paint does stain, so
that gives you an idea of like it. The past, I think last week it was starting to show substantial subsidence because of the weather changing.
Yeah.
Being plastic, it expands and contracts and heat.
That's so sad.
Heat has just made it pop off, I guess.
Yeah.
But still, you know, fancy just walking off with a whole tram. Shame on you, whoever it is. Shame on you. If you ever see this video, you should be ashamed of yourself for stealing a piece of artwork that was made in the memory of somebody who died. That's like, it's almost like desecrating a cemetery. It's horrible. But anyway, on to less depressing news.
Back onto the topic. Has Lego run out of kit ideas? It seems like they're basically getting into a stale pattern of the same kits year in, year out. And it seems like they're not really being creative with the smaller kits. They're like just changing it, making it look different and sending it out. And it's basically the same kit, just improved every year.
Yeah.
So
I suppose the question is that a good thing that they're at least improving the kits and not just re-releasing the same thing with like a minor change? Like, you know, okay, this robber's going to be female now. This robber's going to be, you know, have a mustache or something like that.
Yeah. Well, the one thing I'm finding what's staling out is the things what they're bringing out. They're tagging them with the wrong branding as well. Like the jungle theme what just came out, City.
You don't agree with City?
No, it should have been its own theme.
It should have been its own theme, because the dinosaur theme in 2012 was Dino Attack. It had its own theme name.
Yeah, yeah.
Why is it under the brand of City? I'm feeling you there. Was the Arctic stuff City too? Yep,
it was City as well. Farm was City when it really wasn't City.
Yeah. I mean, I can somewhat sort of see a tenuous relationship with the farm stuff being called under the City line, being as in Lego, you know, of that scale. Like maybe it's more along the lines of less of Lego City, more of Lego City scale.
Yeah.
That's a very tenuous sort of, maybe that's what they mean. That is, you know, the Lego City scale. But then why aren't they building hospitals? Why aren't they branching out to different things that they're doing in Friends line in pretty and purple and stuff like that?
That's the other thing I don't understand. Why not bring out Farm again? It seems like a lot of people want Farm again. It was quite popular, but some of the sets were poorly designed and decided on so little. Like the actual farm barn set wasn't really as detailed as some sets Lego the same line.
I've seen some Lego City sets that have been very poorly designed. Like, you remember the bulldozer? you know, from all those years ago, where you know it's supposed to be something that a kid can play with, and you can't even like push it along, you know, more than 4 steps without, you know, a piece falling off it because of the way that they decided to make it.
Yeah.
You know, their designs have improved over the years.
I know when they brought out the demolition series, the new bulldozer and that one, they actually put an extra wheel runner underneath, what made the track smooth.
Ah.
So that was one of the improvements, but it wasn't a big enough improvement in I reckon that reintroduction to construction, I think they went to the wrong direction. It wasn't as interesting. There's things in there what kids really didn't understand. Compared to with the original series of Lego Construction, it actually had, like, it was proper crawler crane or a proper loader. It wasn't this mixed theming what they did in the big set, and I think that's what lost a lot of the kids there.
Yeah, it reminds me of a talk that I went to that was given by a guy who used to work for Lego and the creator theme, and he said that they designed this really, really cool, I think it was like a T-Rex type thing, and it moved, and it was like all the and went and they toy tested it, and the kids hated it.
Yeah.
You know, kids want is different from what the kids want, and maybe they're just going with how the toy testing is going, because at the end of the day, Lego is a child's toy. As much as we try and claim it as our thing, their main market is kids. So if kids are wanting the same things, they want the familiar over and over and over again, and that's what sells. Bottom line is the dollar speaks volumes.
Yeah. This is the other thing, is that they're only really testing it in one market. Like they don't like test it in other markets around the world to see what other kids like. It seems like it's always the German market for some weird reason.
At the end of the day, I'm assuming that it's the German market, because the German market is where their biggest sales are. And, you know, it makes sense to make your biggest market happy, but, you know, that could be slightly at the detriment of growing new markets, which is what they're trying to do at the moment. And I think they're going to have to start diversifying in some respects, particularly in the Asian market, because those people are potentially going to want slightly different things. So it'd be interesting to see if they change directions in that relation to that, whether or not when, you know, in future you go to buy things in, say, Hong Kong, you might get something different than what you would buy in Australia. But whether that's the direction that Lego wants to go in or not remains to be seen.
Yeah. It comes down to it's the market, but sometimes some of these other markets out there are a lot different to it. Like they've already had very, very different reactions to certain markets. Like Chima was one of the biggest flops in the Australian market, but for some reason it was still doing well in the European market. Same as America, Chima was doing poorly as well. Ninjago, I find it's in between. It has a stale, but it has its comebacks.
Yeah, well, it also has a cult following, and it's aimed at well, you know, if you're looking at the children's demographic, it's aimed at a very specific age group, and that age group grows through it, grows out of it, and the new one is coming up. So it's always new to the kids. So as long as you've got enough of a turnover of themes during that small period of time, that kid is their target demographic, then it's a thing that can continue on literally for forever, like say The Simpsons. You know, not in Lego. I'm talking about the cartoon.
Yeah.
So, you know, The Simpsons as an animation has been around for decades. So, you know, if you do the right things with a IP that Lego owns themselves, and, you know, it's going to get an extra boost with the Ninjago movie coming out. Oh, and a little bit of news on that is that they will be giving away at the very first screenings at Event Cinemas in Australia, the 9:30, was it 9:10? The first two screenings, whatever it is at your cinema, they're giving away the Ninjago minifigures, like the blind bags. So you'll get a free blind bag if you book your ticket. But it is while stocks last. So that's a bit of confirmed news there.
Yeah.
Not as cool as the poly bags they were giving out for the Lego movie, but still something for free.
Yeah.
And I do believe if you're a Cinebuzz member at the moment, you can book your tickets cheap. If you book them now before school holidays, $10 each.
Yeah. That's the other thing with the Lego market too, is the US market with the poly bags. It seems around the world everyone wants poly bags, but Lego has been limiting them a lot. It's only, was it last 12 months we've actually started seeing poly bags start feeding into Australia. So,
well, previously we've only seen poly bags for promotional events like the Lego movie, like on kids magazines like K-Zone have had them quite a lot. You know, I know over in the UK they do it through the newspaper. You get poly bags through the newspaper there that are what do you call them? Exclusive.
Yeah.
So and I'm a bit more excited about the Bricktober minifigures. Toys R Us.
Yeah.
Hello. Toys R Us are in trouble and might be filing for bankruptcy.
That's it. That's if they can survive until October.
Yeah, well, these things take time. So hopefully. And they're being put in the hands of someone that is trying to help them avoid bankruptcy proceedings. So yeah.
And these Toys R Us seriously needs to have a shake up in their sales. That's where the problem is arising at the moment.
They need to rethink the way that they do their what do you call it?
Pricing.
Not just their pricing, but their sales, like oh, I can't think of the words.
Promos.
No, not necessarily promos, but just this. Their sales cycle was the word I was looking for. I was making the hand gestures for cycle, and the word just wouldn't come. You know, because they have a cycle of things at full price, things at full price, things at full price, and they might do a store discount of like 20% off.
Yeah.
And then they might do certain themes, buy one get one free, which is 25% off if you buy two of the same.
Yeah.
Which, you know, since Maya stopped doing their buy two get one free deal, that's probably the deepest discount you get without something being on clearance in Australia, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, I don't know. I think it's just a reflection of the world at the moment. You know, I think most of the world economies are pretty depressed at the moment. People don't have a lot of money to spend in the way that they used to. Yeah. It's just the way the world's going at the moment. It's just a natural adjustment, and some business retailers will disappear and new ones will pop up at a later date, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But, you know, the world's still recovering from nearly 10 years ago when the global financial crisis hit.
what sadly Australia didn't really see. That's one of the problems too.
I think we're seeing more effects of it now because of the basically the hangover from other countries' problems coming directly on to what's going on with Australia. But we won't bore people with boring economics talk.
Hey, time to move on to the next topic.
Yeah. What was the next?
5 years of Brick Events. And but actually, no, exactly same again with Qlug. Because we're coming up to Gold Coast again. That's when Qlug was actually first formed. Was at the first Gold Coast show. Back in 2013. So
well, we'd been together for about a year by that point as a group of people, but the Gold Coast show is where we officially launched our name. So that was, I can't believe it was so long ago. It doesn't feel like that long.
Remember, it was that circle on Cavill Mall. We're up in that office.
So Adam, you're reminiscing. Do you actually have any pictures to show people?
I thought you would.
You go, hey,
you're the official photographer for our group.
This is where you go, hey sis, you want to get organized and get up like your Flickr, because I'm not on a computer that has all those photos on it.
I thought you would. I thought you would have read it, but someone decided to spam our chat.
I thought maybe you would have, downloaded some of the photos and done like a PowerPoint or something like that. That's what Iceberg Brick does. Okay, what are we wanting to reminisce about?
Go as far back.
Okay.
There you go.
Do you want to look at Lego or do you want to look at the people? Because I've got a Flickr album that has all of our group photos.
That would be a start.
That would be a good place.
Watch the development of the group.
Yeah, hang on. So the very first photo, hang on, I'll share the screen now that I've gotten where I need to be.
Yeah. You're on host now, so.
Now you tell me. You could have given me time to actually get where I wanted to be in case I was sharing things I don't want people to see.
Oh, God.
Oh, hang on. Where? Oh, there.
Sorry. There we go.
There we go. So the very
that's going way back, that one.
That is before the very first Gold Coast show. This was at
predating you actually taking photos too.
I actually took photos at this, but I did not take the group photo.
Yeah, that's what I said.
After so I took a lot of photos of this event, but I didn't take the group photos. So after this one, I started taking the group photos. And you can see the evolution of Cherie learning how to take photos of bigger and bigger groups of people. So this is the very first Gold Coast show.
As you can see, no one with blue shirts yet.
No blue shirts yet.
Oh, look at that young Sean.
And then this is our very first Sunshine Coast event.
Oh, look at Jess, so smiling in the back there.
Yeah.
I'm hiding way over the back behind Ross.
Yeah. So, what was this one? This is a second Gibson show.
Yeah. Still no blue shirts.
I can't see my information on these ones because I've enlarged them. So that
was the first time our dad came to the shows.
Yeah. So this one was 2014.
And then the first blue, that was first Gold Coast Convention Centre.
Yes, that's correct. And we had so many people that I had to go into landscape mode to take the photo.
That's Sean.
I I learned a lot about taking photos of groups of people.
And that was when you were to the side, and then
Bundaberg,
I didn't go to.
So we're into 2015 now. Sunshine Coast show.
Oh, a lot more blue sun develop.
Terrible venue to try and take photos in because the light all over the place in that place. Great for the exhibits, not great for photos. This is Townsville.
Oh yeah. Keep getting the black drop.
Got all the Townsville guys. And you weren't at Bundaberg. Okay, no. So this is just a little show we did for the Scouts. That got chucked in there anyway. Gold Coast Brick Event 2016. 15.
Crazy old dad up in the back in his Emmett jersey, shirt.
Coffs Harbour. Another little one.
Oh, that's the one with me, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the one where we had to take 2 photos because Adam locked himself outside the building. Nobody noticed. Sunshine Coast again.
Last time at that
venue. We always had problems with parking at this venue because across the road at the school they would have markets on Saturday, and down the road in the lake they would have rowing races, so there'd be nowhere for anyone to park. Brisbane.
Last time at the Gold Coast Convention Centre.
Hey, no, this is Brisbane.
Oh, no, Brisbane. Sorry, yeah.
See in the background, there's a tower there that belongs to Ryan McNaught.
Sorry, it blended in. I didn't see it.
Blended in. Okay. And Cairns.
Oh, that was hot and humid up there.
Yeah.
Oh, there's first time we met. Damn it!
Down on the bricks.
Down on the bricks.
There he is with his beautiful wife. Lovely people. Unfortunately, they couldn't make it to the show in Mackay this year. Yeah. Would have been great to have caught up with them. Okay, and then we had Rockhampton.
Rocky.
That's when I met these beautiful, lovely people, the Schofields. They're awesome. They came and helped me at Mackay.
Very handy people.
Yes, they're beautiful people.
Yeah.
Love them lots. Okay, and then this one's the Gold Coast from last year.
Yeah. Another hard place to take photos.
Yes, very dark corners in this place. And when you're trying to take a photo of a whole lot of people, it's hard.
But look at that sea of blue.
Okay, this one is more.
Yeah. Not as many people.
Another small venue, small event. This was a tiny venue. Like the floor space seemed tiny, but the play area was up on the
stage
behind there.
And we had the scary freight lift.
At least we had a freight lift.
Oh, God.
Okay, and Aussie World. The venue wasn't too bad. Like some of my best photos I've taken of our shows, I took at this event.
Bit too red.
No, that they're good photos because of the red in the background. Yeah. Actually,
that's what I said. Bit too red.
Bit too red.
Oh, that's the kids show.
The Kids Expo earlier this year at Gold Coast. These guys managed to throw together a show. Not very much notice. They did an awesome job. I think we had a couple of months.
Toowoomba.
That wasn't too bad, other than when we rocked up and the roof was leaking.
And then the masses of flies.
Oh, yeah, the flies that came after the rain, yeah. But other than that, the people in Toowoomba were lovely, generally speaking.
And we had our friend
So that was
Emmett.
my first foray into taking a photo outside, and I think it did okay, considering it had that massive rail down the middle.
And this is
Mackay. Back to this is Mackay.
Right. Yep.
So that would be our last show before the weekend now. So lots of group photos. Look at them all. So what else did we want to have a look at? Do you want to look at like our first show or anything in particular? Oh, I'm not going to go backwards the whole time. Hang on.
No.
Hang on. Was there a particular show you want to show?
Trying to think which one was my favorite.
Because the earlier you go, the less photos I have.
I know. Probably
could be a thing.
Probably second Gold Coast, maybe.
Second Gold Coast. What was that? 20.
It should be more precise. Second Gold Coast Convention Centre.
Second Gold Coast Convention Centre.
Yeah.
That's 2015.
Yeah, 15.
You sure that's what you want?
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on. Going too far. So if anyone wants to have a close look at any of these pictures, you can go to my Flickr. It's Aussie Brick Chick. 2015. This is the one we want? Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. So, yeah, in that other album, you'll only see the nice professionals, everyone smiling and looking at the camera. But I also always try and take a funny photo too.
This is the photo I laugh at. Jeff Snow, who's one of the admins of Qlug.
He's our ambassador.
He's sitting in the front row like a nice little kitty.
Yeah, it's cute.
In both of the photos too.
Okay, so this is so long ago that Dinosaur Park had the dinosaur train. And we had the electrical fence was along the front here. And not as big. So it now goes along the side, and this is all different. So you can see just how much stuff has changed over the years. And like this is only what 2015, 2 years ago.
Look at that.
So some things are the same, like this at the front is pretty much hasn't been changed. I'm hoping to change a lot of this front bit.
But you did see your building skills change over those years.
Oh, definitely. Well, I was hoping you were going to pick like one of the early ones so that we can go and show.
Oh, this is the one where I was happy with what was there.
Oh, okay. So this is when Jurassic World did come out. So I've got a whole heap of new dinosaurs.
I think this would be version 1 of my country show. I think.
Yes.
I think this is version.
There's some of the stuff that I helped build, but you adjusted.
Yeah.
Because we're a team. When somebody falters and doesn't make it to
it's Hulk smash. It's Hulk smash.
Hulk smash.
And if you were there, what the hell happened there? Oh, I'm looking at the weird angle. That's why.
Yeah, it's a weird angle.
Yeah. Emmett McRae.
Back to dinosaurs. Some of the scenes haven't changed, but some of them have.
Yeah.
I think this is the first one that we made some major changes to.
The
one where we added the water and stuff.
And you had the underwater scene too.
Yeah. No. Underwater scene came ages after this.
Oh, sure. It was second Gold Coast Convention Center.
No, it was the first. The first at the new venue. So no underwater scene here. It's Dad.
Dad's heel he kept breaking. That's the thing with 60-year-old parents. They don't get the word structural.
Yeah. Some of these are not the best photos because I think I overexposed it with a flash. That guy doesn't look very happy. Oh, it's a mustache.
Mustache. Sorry, Dad changing the point.
Yeah. Oh shoot. Hang on. I've got people messaging me in the background. Hang on. I'm live. Please stop messaging for a while. Okay.
You're right. I'll put you back.
Yeah, I'm right. Mum's Western.
Western. Everyone loves her Western.
Oh yeah.
And that's developed dramatic.
Critic mum. So yeah, some of these displays, because I've been to every show, some of these displays I have photographed a ridiculous amount of times. So if I flick through different photos of the same display, I can see all the subtle differences from show to show of what gets actually like put on the display and changed.
Well, this is before we split Mum's display.
Yeah.
That's before we went west.
And then you come back and you look at the ones that haven't really changed all that much.
Yeah.
Like Cole's added like a big Ferris wheel in the background over here. But the general structure of everything else is not much change.
Yeah. It's like we constantly improving things. Like I have the habit of I get annoyed to the point that I'm done with that display and I build a new one. But other family members keep developing theirs.
Yeah, this is one I liked.
Yeah.
This is Battlestar Galactica, I think, if I remember rightly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is pretty cool. This is a cool little mock. Yeah, Battlestar Galactica. This was Josh's first foray into Josh Hill, the Aurora Australis. So that's when it was only like a half table, and by the following year it was a full table. Oh my god, people keep messaging me. Go away.
That's why I turn notifications off.
I don't know how to.
You gotta go into the chat stream thing and change it.
Yeah, and I'm not going to do that while I'm screen sharing, am I now? So lots of really cool mocks in that one, and like right down to the beach.
And the show-offs with clear stuff.
Yeah. So this is one of his first out. He was a zombie. One of his first. Oh, for God's sake! Pardon me for a second. You might want to take me off present for a minute.
Yeah, no, you're off present. Yeah, it gets annoying when everyone tries to message you while you're trying to do things.
Like I don't, I honestly do not get. Sometimes I do not get. Let's see. Say for now. Okay, hopefully that'll fix it. Okay, you can put me back up on the screen now. Hopefully that fixed the problem. The problem is I'm in some rooms on Facebook.
Yeah.
For certain things, and unfortunately, sometimes notifications on.
I had to turn some notifications off because it annoys me on my phone. I don't like using the Facebook app, so
yeah,
I get all these.
It's easy to mute my iPad. It's not so easy to mute that.
Well, the problem with mine is I keep getting notifications, and because you can't click on the chat without it saying, "Go, you must download the app to view it."
No.
And like I got to a point, I just said view it as a normal website. And that was the only way I could look at them and get rid of them.
Jeremy's. And this hasn't really changed very much since he first made it. We won't speak of how slack he is. What's this one? I think this is.
Oh, that's Tuppen. That's Tuppen.
Yes. And I do believe that some of the mocks in this one are actually instructions bought off eBay. But you still have to source the bricks.
Yeah.
And build it.
Oh, Damien!
One of the earliest iterations of Damien's display.
Oh, wow.
I think the earliest one was actually at Sunshine Coast Brick Event from that year. Was that 2015? So you can see how much Damien's display has grown. Started off with like 2 castles.
Still has 2 castles.
Is it one big castle and one other fortress type castle?
No, I think he's still got these 2 castles, and then he's got the evil side. The side, basically almost side by side.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it's all blue though.
Nope, there is a red castle as well.
Oh man, you're gonna make me go in and look for it now.
I'm 100% sure because I was looking at Sunshine Coast and I clear there was a red castle as well as the blue castle side by side.
You're gonna make me look now. Damn you.
I'm 100% sure.
100% sure, hey? Oh, let me.
Because I can remember a red and a blue castle.
A red and a blue castle.
Yeah, and then you had the big black one. What was on the opposite side of the table?
Oh, well, they're actually. Anyway. Oh, hang on. That's not what I meant to do. Stupid.
Yeah, I'm 100% sure it still has that castle too.
You're making me look now. See if I can find of course that particular show doesn't have a overall picture. No, you're not correct, but you're not incorrect. Does that make sense? Hang on, if I take this off screen share, because I really can't be bothered going and finding this. Hang on. Where are we? Screen sharing. How do I stop it? I want to stop it.
There should be a button down the bottom.
There we go.
There you go.
Okay. You're right, but you're wrong. This is where are we? Sunshine Coast Brick Event, right? It's not 2 castles. It's a castle, and he took that second castle and turned it into a wall. You see the wall?
Yeah, but it had all the red guys on it.
Yeah, it has blue and red, but instead of being 2 castles, he's made his blue castle big. So the castle is blue. I'm correct in that statement. And the wall has red on it. So there isn't 2 castles. There's There's one blue castle and there's one black fortressy kind of castle because it's a lot smaller. If you can see it in the distance. In the distance there, right at the back, in the middle of the frame. It's black. Okay. So, you're right and you're wrong in the same instance because there's still red there. It's just not. It's just not that. It's not a castle anymore. It's been turned into a wall. So you can see now that I showed his more recent display, you can see how much it's grown. It's crazy.
And it's more epic too.
Oh, it's definitely epic. Well, originally he just had two castles, and they were like scale wise.
I've heard rumors there's going to be a war this weekend. A full-on
I've
war.
heard rumors of let's do tabletop gaming on Damien's display.
It's going to be a full-out war. And it might involve some Star Wars figures too.
Might,
as the saying goes.
Just might. Yeah, so that was pretty cool even back then. This was very cool too. The guy that had been working on this project had been working on it for years. This thing actually moves. It's what do you call it? The crawler? So the thing actually moves the space shuttle into place.
Was it the?
It's not the LUT because the LUT is what it docks with, like so that the astronauts can go in it. Like the I
can't think of the name on top of my head.
If you can remember, if you can think of what the name of this device is, I'm sure if we had Bailey in the chat, he'd tell us. But yeah, this is all motorized and everything, so it actually moved.
Just shame the shuttle wasn't to scale.
No, the shuttle wasn't to scale. The shuttle was just shoved on there so people knew what it was.
Yeah, no.
So that was shown off. And this, I think, was the first show that Lee made stuff. Oh, this is from... Yeah, this is from... oh, what's his name? I can't remember. He made some cool little miniature builds. One of our teenage members. And this is when we did the habitats.
It's Billsy.
It does look like Billsy, eh?
It's Billsy.
If you squint, yeah.
Angry kitty.
Yeah, the Qlug signed the big one the other day. That's why you haven't seen any shows, aside from the fact that we haven't had Qlug group display all year.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just say somebody pushed it off a ledge somewhere and it ended up smashed in a million pieces. And it wasn't me. This was back when
even the train layouts developed.
Yeah, a lot of things have changed. Like this is all like pretty much completely different now.
And things are being separated too.
It's the first time that they had the vertical build walls too. Friends.
That's Chloe.
You can see how Friends is different too. No, I think that might actually be oh, what's this name? Not Chloe. Sarah. It's like Sarah. Tony's.
No.
Relation.
She was going to bring to that show. She didn't.
Okay, I'll trust that you're telling the truth.
Yeah.
Music. This one hasn't been to a show in a while. It's pretty cool though. Classic face. Can't remember who made that. Oh, it might have been Alan Birchall. Maybe. Looks very much like his, yeah. Yeah, I think that's Alan Birchall.
Could have been
Can't
more.
say it's gotten very much better since then. Populated with more things, but the layout is pretty much identical.
Yeah. Evo.
Evo?
Yep.
Battle for
that was developed dramatically, and then he went back to his Batman one. He improved because of the movie at the start of the year.
Oh, this one,
now that one was epic.
Very epic. And the following year they followed up with an even bigger resort. I don't know. And this year different again. Like it seems to be their theme, their thing. They build a new resort every year that's different. It always has like, you know, beach area and stuff like that. But yeah, very epic.
Detail.
And they tear these apart. Every single bit of it gets torn apart every year, and they start from scratch.
Oh.
I know, right? But you know, props to them. It means that they can make it completely 100% different. And they only do like 3 shows a year.
Yeah. Oh, see, that's the problem with like my displays. I do a stage build.
Yeah,
and
it's
before I retire it, that's when I get to the final detail. So
but it's hard sometimes when you're doing so many shows. Like last year, me and Sean did 7.
Oh, I love that foyer.
Really hard.
I love the foyer down the bottom of that building. That was brilliant. But yeah, no, my next development's the farm and the grain mill on my displays, since the town's almost done. I'm just waiting on some parts to come. But sadly didn't make it in time for the show, and it's out of my control. And I had already predicted that was going to happen.
Yeah, well, that's what you get for ordering at the last minute.
Well, it's not my fault. Lego changed the format halfway through the selection process.
Oh, stop whinging. Be grateful you got anything. Like, they could still cancel it. Don't jinx it.
Oh, I don't really care, but...
Oh, this is cool. Trebuchet. Trebuchet.
No, that's not Trebuchet. That's the barrage stand. That's where they...
Yeah, there's a trebuchet back here.
Yeah.
I look at Steve.
It's Stevie and his trucks. Yeah, and that he develops his dramatically every time.
I see all the blue shirts. Michael Rooks, Miniature City. Can't remember what scale it was.
Q1 right in the front there.
It's definitely different than Micropolis.
And Conrad's Stupid Casino down the bottom.
Yeah.
Ross.
Yeah, people pull the funniest faces sometimes. They should know better.
Ken in the background.
I've told people, always assume that I'm live. And you'll be fine.
That's Adrian's Airport. That's changed dramatically.
Yeah, Airport's not going to be at this show. No room for it. Emma?
Oh my God, she's growing up since that photo.
Oh, shush. You'll make a blush.
Oh, wow. No, she's not the only person I've watched grow up very dramatically. Ross's daughter. Oh my God, she was primary school when we started. Now she's in high school.
So was my son.
Declan, yeah.
Do you have to name names? Jesus. Personal? I don't think I've ever mentioned his name, and now you have. Thank you very much.
Aaron. Sure, not really happy. Oh, there's more. Oh, there's the. Now that went through massive redevelopment several times over.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of Grand Emporium in the corner there.
Mm.
I got that idea from the Grand Emporium. Same as the little thing down the bottom.
Mm.
And your $100 coffees in the background.
Go back to
hey, Steve Irwin. And Benny again. I think we looped. Yeah, we've looped.
Oh, no.
No.
Harry Potter.
You must have doubled up on some photos.
Oh, yeah. What happens is at most shows, I end up doing 2 rounds. That was probably day 1, and now we're on to day 2.
Yeah, see that all that 10 side is all on its own table now, including the mountain up the back. Yeah. And surprisingly, a lot of woodwork went into this display to make it strong and resilient to be moved so much. And that's going through a massive development. I think that was Dad's first. No. Second
his first show was no. I think it was his third.
Third? I don't know. I can't remember. The gold mine. That's changed.
Benny. Cosplay Benny. This guy's cool.
He's even got Batman too and Superman.
Yeah, they're all the same suit. He just refashions it.
Yeah.
Benny. Oh, this is like Comic-Con, like sci-fi stuff.
Why is there a whale in the street?
A whale? Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. There's a bowl of petunias and a whale. There's a scene in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy where it says something along the lines of, imagine at this point in time or something like that, a whale and a bowl of petunias are hurtling towards the earth, and they're going to go, and the whale's like having all these existential crisis things like, who am I? Where am I? What does that sound? Blah, blah, blah. And the bowl of petunias like, oh, fudge. Like, the only thing that the bowl of petunias says, and it sounds really like, smart, it's like, oh, we're fudged. Oh, bugger. So there's all sorts of sci-fi, fantasy, kiki little things in this one. We're back to Steve's limbs. I think we're getting a bit repetitive now.
Yeah.
There's Evo.
Evo without his Joker face on.
This is the couple that made this one, Paradise Cove.
I think this is when you actually put photos of people's faces with them.
Yeah, I try to, but it's not always possible. Alan Birchall. Yeah, I think we're starting to get repetitive now. That's Ben. Just going to quickly flick through because some of these are the same. Yeah, I think we're getting repetitive now. And just some of the random photos that I take.
Even the build tables are developed over the years too.
Yeah.
And some of the work kids do on those build tables.
Oh yeah, some of the work that kids do.
Some of the epic builds the kids do.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then you get the families who are trying to beat the tower record.
Oh yeah, I don't think anyone can beat the tower record. There's probably not enough Lego.
Well, Toowoomba set the record. That was ridiculously high.
Did you think to actually count how high?
Higher than me. I'm about one.
Oh, these ones. These lovely people.
That's predating.
They got engaged.
Yeah.
And they just had a baby this year.
Yeah. Leah.
They got married. They got married in late last year? I'm trying to remember. They got married last year and they had their baby April this year. So they're coming back to the show this year. They skipped last year because Mama Bear was pregnant. As is everyone starting to pack up.
That's the only positive thing about that year. We bumped out the quickest. That was the quickest time we actually bumped out the Gold Coast.
You might have bumped out the quickest, but we were like some of the last out.
We had all your displays. No, what I meant is we packed up all the displays and they were actually on the vehicle ready to go home.
Okay. Anyway, that's enough show and tell for now. I think we've bored everyone enough.
Yeah, no. Well, we'll have heaps more after this weekend, so keep your eyes out for that. So
you were looking at pictures from 2 years ago. So what is on display this year? Massively a lot more epic than that.
Really, even my A game's starting to come into the fold this show. I've actually started really putting in more detail into my modulars. Like I've literally gotten to the point now. I get sucked into the modular format now, and I love it. I just can't get over it. It's just the details.
Yeah, little details.
Interior.
This show you're going to see Damien's big medieval castle display. Donna will be there with her Harry Potter. Massive. It's one of those things where you can see videos of it. I have done an interview walk around with her. If you haven't seen it before, go check it out on my channel, Aussie Brick Chick. But
shameless plug.
Seeing it in person is another thing. Yeah, I'm a shameless plugger, but hey, I promote you too. I don't know these people. So yeah. Seeing it in person and truly grasping the scale of how big it is and seeing all the little details is really, really cool.
Oh, that's the same with our mother's display. Her display. Some shows you watch the same person come back time and time again, and they still find new stuff on her display.
So critical of herself, like her display is freaking awesome. Like on size wise, is 4 6-foot tables big, like a 4 footprint, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's just chockers full of details, and it's awesome. Who else is going to be there? Bruce Cheng is coming from Hong Kong. He's arrived safely. He didn't get customs.
He got it. He got his troops with him.
Yeah, he's brought his Star Wars army. So his massive troops are going to be assembling at the Gold Coast Brick Event. So excited for that.
Hog Splash will be there too.
So undoubtedly myself and Mr. Inside the Brick Box will be there filming. You'll probably also see Obi-Wan, Bill Z. Who else is going? Oh, Joe. And Joe we'll all be there. So if you want to catch up with any of the guys in person from the AP stream that are locals to Southeast Queensland, most of them will be there.
And there's still some VIP tickets behind the scenes look of the displays are still on sale. So grab those before they run out. There's only a limited 90 tickets for the whole weekend. 15 per session, 3 sessions a day.
Yeah,
so
you get
jump in on those.
Yeah, so you get a behind the bollards tour. You get up and close with the exhibitors and like be able to ask them stuff without having to elbow children out of the way. Did I say that outside of me, inside of my head?
Hey, I'm one of the people who vote for electric fences.
I do not condone elbowing children out of the way, but I have seen adults sort of gently nudge children out of the way before to get closer to take photos. So you'll be able to take photos up nice and close. Like you've seen some of the good ones that I've taken.
You seriously can't get to the front of our dad's display because of all the big Technique models Dad has. You watch the dads, they like push the kids to the side and they're sitting there chatting all weekend with Dad.
Yeah.
And they never get into it.
They'll be Happy as Minecraft, My Micropolis. Unfortunately, dinosaurs won't be going to this show because there's been too many exhibitors. Everyone wants to exhibit at this show. So hype is big. It is real. Get your tickets. You can buy them on iwantaticket.com.au/Brick Events.
Just go over to the Facebook page. There's a link straight over to the sale tickets.
Go look up Brick Events, Brick Events Proprietary Limited on Facebook and look up the Gold Coast event, Brick Events.
Also, check out some of the photos on Lego's Facebook page too. There's been a few posted up there lately. And
yes, they've promoted us.
Shamelessly, some of them are family.
What do you mean, Shane? I think it's freaking awesome. We pretty much go to every show. You know, the only person in our family other than Dad that hasn't been to every show is you. You skipped one.
I only missed one.
You missed one.
One lousy one, but it was the smart choice one.
Yeah. So okay,
who goes to Bundaberg in summer?
Yeah. Oh, look, you were the smart one. I definitely vouch for that. Okay, out of all the shows that you've been to, what's your like most memorable like thing that's happened or memory that you want to share publicly?
Well, okay. Most memorable for traveling to a show is my trip to Cairns. I actually got to travel up on the train and I traveled in railbed class. It's like real up flash traveling and seeing the countrysides, and that's actually where a lot of the ideas for my current display came from. Oh, cool. And that was the one that I loved going up. But if I was to say my favorite show I actually went to, I probably would say Mackay. I really enjoyed Mackay.
The last show.
As much as I had to travel up with my old man in the ute, it was a nice venue. I actually enjoyed it, and even with the military doing their stuff outside, it really complemented each other.
Yeah.
And it was a real good weekend. So.
Okay. My favorite memory is when Mum told me a little girl came up to my Micropolis display and was oohing and ahhing over the little town. She said that her favorite was the little city and that she was like inspired and wanted to build little things because she didn't know that you could build little things with Lego. So that kind of was like, oh, that's kind of awesome. And my favorite show that I've been to would probably be Rockhampton. Rockhampton was probably my favorite out of all of them. Because the crowds there, like the home crowd there is really awesome.
Oh, the lineup for Rockhampton, it was out the door and up the street.
They were really, really, really going to a Lego show. Okay, to put it in perspective, I lived in Rockhampton for a couple of years, and our family is from like the central Queensland sort of area there, and that's sort of the area around where we were born. So I'd been to things in Rocky before, and so it brought back good memories as well. So it was cool. And seeing family too. Family rocking up going, hi, that hasn't seen in like years. So
one of the positive thing about going to the ones what we've been doing in showgrounds is I love that we got basically the event organizers had total control over what we were doing. Compared to a convention center that we are so restricted on what we can do and what we can
you have to do this, you have to do it this way, and like whereas when you're hiring out like say the big like sheddy type venues, it's yours for the whole entire weekend. There's no like you pay for every single hour. It's like you block book for the weekend. It's all yours. You can do what you like with it.
And the positive thing about the showgrounds too, it was one set fee for the whole weekend.
That's what
and I surprisingly Mackay Show Society groundsman, he was the best. He was real nice when we came in because I was there early for unpacking all the vehicles and that, and he came around, he showed us everything, handed the keys over, and he said, "Have a good weekend." And his grandson actually put a little mock in the kids section for the locals.
I saw that. There's like a little
cane hubster.
Oh, that's really cool.
Little cane hubster he did and everything.
That's probably the thing that I love the most about our shows is that there's that big area where kids can play and big kids can play and adults that are in denial can play. Is that so much creativity like is born in that little, well, it's not little, it's massive. Like it used to be little, now it's like this huge
and surprisingly, a lot of the adults you see in the next week on the Qlug on Facebook.
Yeah, we always have a boost of people joining the group after that, and so certain other groups might claim to be the biggest in Queensland, but if you're looking at
actual people who are involved in it,
our group's a lot bigger and covers a much wider distance. I mean, we've got members from far north Queensland out into like the outback. We've got members that, like Cairns, Townsville, Mackay, Mount Isa,
Rocky,
Bundaberg, Rocky, everywhere in between. So,
but a huge portion of our displays are based in the southeast corner, but that's where we begin. So
the core of the people who exhibit that have the big displays, and that I think that's one of the things that sets us apart from most of the other shows that are in Australia is that we do the big diorama display style. Rather than small mocks that are like, a smaller mock can be absolutely awesome and wow, but it's only like this big.
We tried to make the tables look full instead of black tablecloth or colored tablecloths.
Tables have stories. I know with our family, it's a lot of hiding stories within that people find. Like our dinosaur park has a lot of little Easter egg characters. Like there's different versions of Doctor Who, there's Daleks, there's Steve Irwin, there's other characters from Doctor Who because we really love Doctor Who stuff.
Yeah. And my new one is cattle running muck around town.
Yeah. Cattle running amok.
Oh, and, the kids have a ball looking at it.
Yeah. With hubby's Minecraft, there's even like we have Easter eggs in there of Adventure Time, and putting the characters in situations that are, make sense to people who know Adventure Time within the Minecraft world, and like messes with the heads of the kids that are just into Minecraft. They're like, "What's that? That doesn't belong there. That's not right." It's like, who said? It's Lego. You can do whatever you like, and you know what, kids? You can build whatever you like.
And then both our parents
other than click bricks together and make things.
And then we have parents who both have families. Mums, one seems to drag back the parents a lot. They come back without the kids and look for ages.
Oh, yeah, because it has a lot of scenes that older adults would actually recognize, not necessarily the kids. So, yeah, it's really cool. And I'm really looking forward to the weekend. Like, I'm now on holiday mode from work. So I can hurry up and finish all my jewelry stuff. Mister, take me away from doing work.
Well, you had how many weeks?
Hey, what? What do you mean how many weeks? I had to wait for things to arrive. It's just just the last bits of finishing off stuff ready for the show. Like I've got hundreds and hundreds of necklaces all bagged up, ready to go. Replacing my shop box that all my stuff's stacked into. But like anyone who's new here that doesn't know me on my other channel, I buy stuff so that I can build. Over the years I've been building out the dinosaur park and now Micropolis. And what I do is I turn some of that into jewelry, and some of it goes into the display, so that I can stockpile stuff that I need. And yeah, that's how I go about affording to have this massive display that has evolved over 5 years. And being able to build up my Micropolis too, having to build, buy all the bits, like the base parts of it, can get a bit expensive. Without even looking at what you're building on top of them. So yeah, lots of busy, and then we'll pack it all up, and I guess I will see you soon, Adam, because you're hitting the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more.
Hey, Tanton.
Hey, Tan. It's about time somebody actually got in the chat other than me. This is what happens when you pick a time of the night where people have late dinners or lives. Oh, look, and hubby's about to come through the door too. We're just talking about brick event shows.
Okay.
Reminiscing. Yeah.
And how young you were back then.
Oh yeah, no, he's just saying you look younger without the beard.
The years.
Reminiscing. Look through lots of photos. And oh, look how small people were. I mean, especially the children involved. They're all growing up.
I think almost all of them are nearly teenagers now.
Yeah, the ones that were like, 8, 9, whatever, are now like mid-teens.
Yeah, no, it was a big change in how the kids come through. And like Ross's daughter, she's heavily into the Friends stuff at the shows and helping with the ball machine and everything. And
yeah. She actually liked one of my videos the other day. She's like, I spotted me. And I realized that she has a YouTube, so now I've subscribed.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, she has a YouTube. She doesn't use it often enough, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, I suppose it's time to start winding this puppy up.
Yeah. No, I think that was a long recognition. Well.
Yeah, about a half an hour longer than you promised me.
Well, the things.
The things I do, brother.
Shame some people bailed on us, but hey, it went fine again.
It's fine. It's fine. Some people had lives. You're allowed to have lives.
Yeah. And plus, I'm a day, and I'm a day early. And I'm a day early. And I'm a day early.
And it's a school night.
And a work night.
And a work night.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so if you're in the Gold Coast area this coming weekend, come see us. We want to meet you.
Yeah.
Come say hello.
Yeah, no, and just put one little thing out there. Safe to all our US viewers who are in Florida and in Texas. Stay safe.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll see everything back to normal soon.
Yeah.
I know it's a slow road, but guys, a lot of Lego people were in actually from the AFL communities in the US. A lot of them were based in Florida and Texas, so let's hope they're all right and recovery will start soon with them. So that's the show for tonight, guys. People who actually came in at the end, I'm sorry about that, but I'm an early bird.
He's an early bird. He needs his sleep because he's going to be on the road tomorrow. On the road again.
Yeah, no, I still haven't even finished packing because I've been out doing last errands.
Get to it. Get to it. Pack.
So, thank you for joining us here on Inside the Brick Box Lego Community News. Hopefully next week we'll be back with some more. Probably back on Wednesday. And hopefully I'll be a little bit more organized. But so far the topics have been quite good. I'll keep my ears out over the week. If you see anything you want us to look into or do a news article or something, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And hope to see you in another news article thing. And don't forget to check out Brick Chick's AP streams on Fridays.
Yes.
Not this week because
we might do a special super early a special super early during setup, bit of a live whip around with all the peeps that we show with,
but not a full AP stream.
Well, a lot of them will be there, ironically. So
yeah. But she'll be back next Friday with her usual AP stream, the usual.
Because
bases
and reliable and all of those.
Yeah, after a long weekend, she's 3 in a row.
Yes. Let's just say that I was dragging my feet at work. I'm sorry, my workmates. I am so sorry. But I got there. Now it's holiday time.
Yeah.
Holiday. Shh. All right.
And hopefully I will have more content from the show. I'll make sure Aussie Brick Chick kicks my butt.
Oh yeah, I'll kick his butt. I'll even get somebody to video
it. So until then, keep on building, guys, and I'll see you in another video hopefully soon. Bye.
Bye.